Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Ari Mortopo and I'm from Universitas of Pasir Pengarayan. Here I will explain a little info about public speaking. As you know, public speaking is very important in every day. So for those of you who are still not proficient in public speaking, uh, you can see this explanation. The first, any tips and tricks for fluent public speaking in English. Uh, this from Google. The first, any pay attention to voice intonation. Sound is many weapon in controlling the atmosphere of audience. Attention during public speaking. Don't let your Don't let your intonation sound flat. This will make the audience feel bored and not interested in what you are talking about. Make good intonation when speaking, such as pausing for a moment or making the voice occasionally higher and occasionally low. This will make your public speaking level and less boring. The second, any make a public speaking is speaking, and of course, you are not speaking alone. There is an audience as your target interlocutor. Even though the audience doesn't directly respond to what you're talking about, because communication is one way, but you also have to still assume they exist. Third, any insert humor. This one is a little difficult because you have to have sense of humor, but everyone must have it. Next, any tell me a little. You can tell about your interesting life before getting into the main discussion. Before start to get into the discussion material, you can tell a story like during my trip to this place in and encountered an interesting incident, especially if the incident is related to the material you are presenting. This can be a starting point for discussion before you get into material, so it doesn't seem stiff. And the last, any play gestures. Okay, any five, I think five. Yes, five. The first is make eye contact, in hammer. Tell me a little, play gestures. Next, any how to give a great impromptu speech. How to give a great impromptu speech, and this from Lion Kirkham. Lion I said Lion Kirkham, public speaking coach, and it 3-star here. The first, you can setting up the unexpected speech. First, for how to give a great important speech, you will take your time getting ready to speak. Yeah, you can see here, and you can read this paper. Second, calm your nerves. Take a few slow, deep breaths to collective yourself. Let your mind settle. You can concentrate on the task hand shot and stationary instruction that make still attention and still anxious that may cause you to doubt yourself. And the third, any project confident aura. Face your audience broadly and smile. Make eye contact with those closest to you. Display confident body language. Try not to fidget, tremble, or energize yourself awkwardly. Thinking positive talk to reassure yourself. Okay. Next, any make a short introduction in a few moments. Uh, you will let everyone know who you are. Tell them your name and describe yourself, and your relation to the event or role as a speaker. You may also thank everyone for their. Oh, I'm sorry. Next, make a short introduction. In a few words, you will let everyone know who you are. Tell speaker you make also thank everyone for their presence and attention. Don't effort to the fact that you are unprepared or try to question their acceptance of your speech. Next, any oh no, just for part two, any delivering an effective speech. First, you will speak fluently and naturally. Second, keep it brief. Third, tell a story. Fourth, get your audience talking. Oh, and many more. You can see, uh, you can search how to give a great impromptu speech at Google. Okay, next. I think this clearly for you. Next, any what's the point is so important in public speaking? The first, any annotation, and this paper is from spongultimatives.com. Author Teresia Bella Calista, editor Gilang Fajar Septian, and prototypesnista.com. Here are some important points in public speaking. The first is annotation. Your annotation is the method until low tone of speech. The second is vocal and volume. When doing public speaking, speak clearly and loudly. Open your mouth wide and pronounce each word clearly. Get used to using familiar diction so that the audience can easily to understand. The third, any selection of diction. The choice of diction or vocabulary is a very important than speaking in public. Get to know the audience first, you so we can determine the type of diction or to be used, whether to use formal language, everyday language, or even slang. All of that is determined by the audience. The four, any gesture or gesture are not verbal communication which are very important in public speaking because they reinforce the message to the audience. The, and the last, any facial expression. Mimic or facial expression are very important in public speaking because when the speaker is speaking, the audience gaze will be fixed on the speaker face. Okay, I think that's material for this day about tips and trick to be a good speaker, tips and trick to be a success in delivery of impromptu speech, and the last material what's important in public speaking. And I think that's all for me from me, Muhammad Ari Murtafa, and thank you.